Hello, all of you. My name is Dr. Neha Hamilton, and we are covering this subject called search engine optimization. We are specifically covering the topic of SEO process, in which we have already dedicated past 2 to 3 classes to SEO process, in which we have seen some steps which are involved in SEO process. And today's lecture agenda is to make you understand on page optimization and off page optimization, which is part of search engine optimization process. So before going to on page optimization, let's do a quick recap of what we have covered till now. So we all know what SEO is, right? We know what search engine optimization is. That search engine optimization is actually the process of increasing the organic ranking of a website. That is called as search engine optimization. You want to increase the ranking of your web page in response to a particular keyword, right? Now, we have seen process of SEO in which we have seen that all these steps are involved in SEO process. We know that the first step is keyword research, then we have competition research, then we have SEO audit somewhere in between, then we have on page optimization, off page optimization. We measure results and we improve results, right? So let us understand, let us recap, revise the first thing that we have studied. Okay, so when you want to improve the ranking of your website, the first thing that comes into your mind is that what should be the keyword for which I should improve my ranking? Because when you change the keywords, their ranking will change, right? Because each website has optimized themselves for a particular keyword only. Each web page has a particular keyword, and you optimize your website for a particular keyword only. So that is called as keyword research. Okay, so if you change very minutely the keywords, the ranking is going to change. Now let me show you how. Okay, so I'm sharing the screen and I'm going to show you that how each website has optimized their web page or particular website for a particular keyword, right? So I hope that my page is visible. Okay, so the keywords that I have used here is best sports shoes, right? So maybe I want to buy some sports shoes, and these are the paid ads that Google is showing me. And let's go to the organic ranking and find out the organic ranking. The first is the article from rgo.com. Then we have two articles from flipkart.com that are topping the charts. Now let's do a effort and change the keywords. For example, I want to search for cheapest sport shoes. So as you can see that I have changed the keywords, right? Earlier I was wanting best, now I'm wanting cheapest. So when I write cheapest, the paid ads have changed. Let's go to the organic ranking. The organic ranking is also changed, right? The first article is from Myntra.com, the second article is from Flipkart.com, the third article is from Amazon.com. So the ranking has also changed. Why these ranking have changed? Because these websites have specifically optimized their website for this particular keyword. If you can see the keyword, the main keyword is cheapest sport shoes. You will find these keywords in all the organic ranking results. For example, आप यहाँ देखेंगे, यहाँ देखिए cheap sport shoes, right? यहाँ पे भी somewhere cheap sports shoes must have been written. It is not visible right now, but I'm sure it is there somewhere inside. If you look at the price of the sports shoes that they are showing me, it starts from 379. Then we have 599, 443. So they are actually very cheap, right? So this is something that I wanted to show you, that actually, the keywords are different. You have to choose a particular keyword on the basis of which you have to optimize your website. You have to add that keyword in your title tag, in your meta description, in the content that you are writing, in all tag, in H1 tag, H2 tag, right? So you have to increase the keyword frequency in your website. Okay. So this is the first thing that we have covered. We have covered keyword research. Okay. Then after that, we have gone for competition analysis. So when you are doing optimization of your website, you want to understand that what your competitors are doing online. What is their digital marketing budget and what are they doing on search engine optimization? So we have covered SpyFu for that. Next step, we have seen that how to identify your competitors, in which we have seen that the competitors should be a combination of online competitors as well as offline competitors. Then we have seen SEO audit. Now, SEO audit also we have covered, in which uh, we have seen that you can check the performance of your website, right? And you can also check that what are the good points, what are the improvement points, right? For example, this is a screenshot of raventools.com, right? So here you can see that 57 issues are there out of 100, and we have seen that there are a lot of issues in page errors, redirects, broken images. So that's how you see that these are the issues that need to be addressed. You have to forward these issues to the technical team. They will take care of it and they will resolve these issues. Okay. Now let's come to on-page optimization. In on-page optimization, we have seen page title, right? And I have explained you in the last class only that page title is very important. Why it is important? Because you have to choose the right keywords when you are writing the title of a particular page. If you are writing easy chocolate cake recipe or you are writing simple chocolate cake recipe, these two are different keywords. They have same meaning, but these keywords are totally different. Why they are different? They are different because you every website has optimized their ranking on the basis of those specific keywords. You have to go to Google Trends. I have shown you a demonstration in the last class, and you have to compare these keywords and find out that which keyword is more trending on Google, right? After that, we have seen meta description. Now, why meta description is important? Because we read the meta description and then we decide that whether we should click on a particular result or not. Sometimes meta description has so much of details that we get inspired and impressed by that and we click on that particular website. Sometimes in programming, people do not add keywords. When people do not add keywords in the meta description or they do not specifically design the meta description text, then Google by default takes the first two, three lines of your web page. Now, first two, three lines are not telling the customer anything, right? It's a sort of like incomplete information that we are giving to the user. So, whenever you are writing meta description, You have to keep this thing in mind that it should be keyword loaded, point number one. And point number two, you should include that in your programming. Means in your programming, there will be a plugin in that you have to install, and you have to specifically write the keyword choosing the most trending keywords, and also you have to make it as concise as possible with lot of information being there, right? So I'm again going to share the search engine result page, and I'm going to show you what are the things that you should keep in mind when you are writing the meta description of a particular website. Now, for example, this is my search engine result page. Cheapest sport shoes are the keywords that I've written, right? Now, these are the paid ads that I can see, and these are the organic ads that are visible to me. Okay, now let us see this meta description. Buy running shoes online and check the best running shoes collection with price and exciting offers in India. Now, see this meta description. Borge men's lorry, whatever, uh, the running shoes, 571 rupees. Adidas running shoes, 1754 rupees. Okay. So, do you know why this kind of price is written in this meta description? Because I have used a keyword cheapest. That means I am a price sensitive customer, right? So that's why in meta description they are showing me prices. Here, very surprisingly, shopclues.com has given a good meta description in which it is written that a diverse range of brands to select from Nike and whatever the brands are, and also the prices written, right? The article from rto.com is good because this sentence is completing, and they have written in the meta description that they are giving some offers and discounts, that too cash on deliveries available, easy returns and exchange are available. This one I'm talking about, and you can order it now, right? So this kind of meta description is very appropriate, right? Because all the specifications that the seller wants to tell you is written in these two lines. So always tell your programmer or the person who is writing the codes of your website to add a plugin which is related to meta description, and it should contain keywords and very specific information that a customer is looking for, so that the customer get tempted after reading the meta description and clicks on your website. Okay, let's go back to the slide. Many people forget to include meta description for their pages. These descriptions are important place to include relevant keywords for your content, as these are used within the search results when your page is listed. For instance, we continue to use chocolate cake recipe examples, and a good meta description for that page would include those keywords and the related one. So this is the meta description that can be appropriate for a chocolate cake recipe title tag. This easy chocolate cake recipe is the most delicious, mouth-watering and chocolatey cake ever made, right? So this meta description is perfectly complementing the title of a particular web page. Okay. Next thing that we are going to understand is called as URL structure, right? So URL structure is also important. You have to design your URL which is SEO friendly, which doesn't contain undesirable characters which are there by default, but you can change it, right? You can change it in programming. Try to make it as concise as possible. Try to make it as small, as specific as possible. Okay. So URL that include targeted keywords also perform better. The location of these keywords can also be a major influence. For example, site.com slash keyword would perform better than site.com slash 365 and whatever this is, right? So this, I'm highlighting this. Okay, so this particular URL structure is very huge. Why this is huge? Because a lot of undesirable characters are included which are not needed, right? And which is making the meaning of this as very ambiguous. We want to be very straightforward and we want to be very specific. So this one is much better than the last one, right? So that's how URL structure is also important. When search engine algorithm ranks the website according uh, you know ranks the website according to their quality, so URL structure is also one parameter or one criteria on the basis of which search engine ranks your website. So why take a chance? It is very easy to change the URL, and you can change it in programming. So the URL should be simple, concise, to the point, and having very less keywords. Okay. Now the next point that we have to understand is called as body tags. Okay. So uh, title tag is something different, which is the heading of your page, and this title tag is visible whenever you search for a particular keyword on Google, right? That is visible. The sentence which is visible in blue color, that is called as title tag. Now in programming, we have some body tags also in the content of a particular web page. More the content, more the subheadings, more will be the body tags. And one thing that you have to keep in mind is that more the body tags you will add, more is the possibility that the crawlers will reach to all the subheadings and choose, you know, the most a page having more number of headers, right? Why the more number of headers or H1 tags? Because these tags will have keywords. More the tags, more the keywords, and more the places for the Google crawlers to crawl that particular page. Okay. If one page has only one heading, that is title tag, and rest is a simple content in the form of a paragraph, then crawler is not going to notice it. But if your page has one heading, five subheadings, and some context, some content under those headings, then the crawler will first go to the title tag, then it will go to the various subheadings that I am talking about. The first subheading will be called as H1 tag, H2 tag, then H3 tag, and then H4 tag. And it can go up to H10, H15 tag. As many as headings as you want, you can add in a particular web page. So, what is written? When writing your articles, you should break up your content into smaller sections and paragraphs. Now, this thing is very important for bloggers and also for the websites who are writing very rich content on their web pages. So, it is a point of advice from the SEO point of view that add as many body tags as possible in your content so that you are giving the crawler a lot of scope to go through your page. Okay. So what is written? When writing your article, you should break up your content into smaller sections and paragraphs to make it easier for people to read. Definitely, if you are making the content with a lot of paragraph, with a lot of things, subheadings, small headings, reader is also comfortable in that. It is easy for us to understand. It is easy for us to read, right, and comprehend whatever is written on that particular web page. So it is easy from the reader point of view also, and it is easy from the point of view of SEO also. So both ways it is a plus plus deal, right? So generally H1 tags are reserved for your main page title with subsequent headings being issued H2 and H3. The first heading comes as H1, then the second heading comes as H2, and the third heading comes as H3. Search engine use these to determine what is important within your content. See, let me give you an example. Okay. For example, you are writing an article on best skincare products. Okay, you are writing an article on skincare products. So you are writing the title of the page as skincare products. Now, the first heading that you are writing is best skincare product during summers. The second heading you are writing is best skincare product in winter. Third is best skincare product in monsoon. Fourth is skincare product to remove suntan. Okay. Next is next heading is hair care products. So I have used different headings in a single article. That means if somebody is searching for best skincare products for monsoon, then also we have a scope that he can land onto our page because we have that subheading. If somebody is searching for only skincare products, then definitely he's going to come to our page because skincare product is there. That is what our article is all about. If somebody is searching for skincare products for tanning, to remove tanning, suntan, right? So then also he is going to land on our page because in one page we are adding more and more keywords, and we do that because you know people are interested in different things. कुछ लोगों को विंटर के लिए चाहिए, कुछ को समर के लिए चाहिए, कुछ को सन टैन हटाने के लिए स्किन केयर प्रोडक्ट चाहिए. सबका मसला अलग अलग है, लेकिन सबको चाहिए स्किन केयर प्रोडक्ट्स. And that's why we have added all the headings in one page, making it accessible to all the people who are interested in different areas to the core topic, that is skincare products, right? So uh, this is why keyword rich headlines are more useful than the generic ones. Make sure you write keyword rich headings in order of priority in H1, H2, and H3 title tag. Now, the next thing that we are going to identify is keyword density. Okay, so one thing that is important is moderation. Moderation means overloading of keywords in a particular content will not do the trick, and using very small amount of keyword will also not do the trick. So what should be the right amount of keywords that we should use in a particular article? Okay, let us understand. Including relevant keyword throughout your content is very important, as it helps search engines work out what your content is about. However, try not to excessively repeat and overuse the keywords just for search engine robots. This can lead to your site being banned from search engines. To avoid this, try to keep your keyword density to 2 to 5%. Okay. So this will be called as a black hat strategy. If you are using a lot of keywords only to attract Google robots or Google crawlers that I was talking about. For example, uh, you are writing an article on skincare, right? And in this full article of 100 words, you are only writing skincare, 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 skincare. No complete sentence, right? In every sentence, you are using skincare, right? So, what will happen that using this kind of a negative strategy, because writing this kind of article will be of no use to the users, right? Because users are interested in content. They are searching for actually something that can help them in their personal life, right? And if you are using this kind of strategy, you are writing an article in which you are repeating a particular word 1,000 times, then definitely the crawler is going to come. You can appear in the listing also for 1 or 2 days, but I have already told you that Google crawlers are so smart and the algorithm keep on updating every 14 days. So there is no scope for you to be persistent there. You will be pulled down, your ranking will be pulled down, and also you can be banned, right? So never use these kind of tricks, which are called as black hat strategies, to improve unethically the ranking of your website. Write good content and write the relevant content which is useful for the users, so that it is useful for users also, and you are ranking high also. Okay, so this is the next point, which is a part of on page optimization. Now the next point is called as image SEO. Okay, using images within your content is a great way to make your site more visually appealing and break up boring chunks of text. You can utilize these images to improve your site SEO. All your uploaded images have titles, so treat them just the same as your page title. Including relevant keywords can help people find your site when searching on Google Images. You can also include alt text and descriptions for your images, making them even more useful with SEO. Okay, so we have understood one term which is called as alt tag. Now, what is this alt tag? Whenever you upload an image, you caption that image, you write something about that image in programming, because on the web page, programming is like backstage, and web page is like the front stage that is visible to you, right? So, in for that particular image in programming, you have to add alt text for the crawlers. You have to write the description about that image, because Google crawlers will crawl through the programming. They will not be able to see that image, but they will able to read the alt text that you have written for that particular image. For example, if you are writing an article on skincare products, you have uploaded the picture uh, of a Ayurvedic medicine, right? So in all text, you have to write Ayurvedic medicine, right? So that Ayurvedic medicine for skincare, right? So that the crawler will able to understand that the image that you have uploaded is related to this particular article of skincare. That is called as alt text. Otherwise, your image will go unnoticed by the crawlers. If you do not tag your image will go unnoticed by the Google crawlers. So it is very, very important to add alt text. And again, Try to use that language or try to make it keyword rich. For example, search on Google Trends that what related to Ayurvedic medicine people are searching for. For example, uh, people are searching for safe Ayurvedic medicine for skincare, right? So write in all tags that safe Ayurvedic medicine for skincare or hair care, right? Search the keywords and then add those keywords in the alt text, which is actually the description of a particular image. Okay, so the final point of on page optimization is called as internal linking. Now, what is this internal linking? People often think that the only links that count are those from other websites. While these links are important, these are not only the important links. Placing links to your other website pages is a great way of improving your site, and used properly, internal links can be used as a powerful weapon in your SEO arsenal. Okay, so I am going to show you an example of internal linking, and then I will explain you why it is important. Okay, so I have the keyword that I've used on Google is SEO, and I have clicked on the second article which is topic in organic ranking, which is by moz.com, and let me tell you what how internal linking looks like. So first of all, uh, look at the overall page, right? And let us understand why this page is ranking in top in the organic ranking. Beginner's Guide to SEO introduction. Then if you notice there are lots of H1, H2, H3 tags. Okay, right? The H1 tag here will be introduction to your SEO learning journey, basics of search engine optimization. Then this is an infographic that they have entered. I'm sure they have entered all text for this particular thing. And this is called as internal linking. This is internal linking, right? This particular article is linking to the same page, same website articles of different pages. If I click on this, same website will open an article on SEO introduction. If you will notice, the website is same, it is moz.com, but they have a different article on SEO, which is what is SEO, right? Again, when I right now, this is again internal linking. That means this web page is again connected to the third web page. See, I have clicked on that link. I have opened chapter 2. Again, great infographics are being used, right? And if I come down, I can see that there are lots of linking going on. These are called as backlinks. So let's find out, when I click on this, where do I land? Yes, I land on the same website but a different web page, right? So this is again called as internal linking. Okay, so why do you connect your web page, different web pages of a same website? You connect the different web pages of the same website because the medium through which crawlers move from one page to another is through linking only. If you link all the web pages in your website, then the crawlers will able to go to all the pages of a particular website. Okay, so that's why linking, internal linking is very important, and that's why it is a part of SEO. Lot of internal linking is given. See, this is internal linking, this is internal linking. You will go down. This is internal linking, this is internal linking. Okay, so that's how they have linked their web pages with each other very, very nicely, right? So that you understand and you make the crawlers move through all the web pages of a particular website, right? So that's why you link your internal pages. So I hope you have understood the meaning of internal linking. So let's go back to the slide. Yes, this is internal linking. People often think that only links they count are those from other websites. While these links are important, these are not the only important links. Placing links to your other website pages is a great way of improving your site used properly, and internal links can be a useful weapon in your SEO arsenal, right? So internal linking is incredibly important if you are optimizing your web page for a particular search engine. Link your web pages so that users can also move from one page to another. They can gather complete information about a particular topic from your only website. There is no need for them to go to some other website to search for information. For example, the web page that I've just showed you, right? That web page has all the information you want for SEO. You want the meaning, you want the process, you want concept, you want definitions. Everything is there. Examples, infographics. That page was website was loaded with information. So if I want to read anything about SEO, everything is available there, right? And all the pages are linked. For example, if I want to read detail about a particular thing, I can click on that and I will be navigated towards the other web page of the particular website. So that's how internal linking is important part of on-page optimization. Okay, so I think that's enough for today. I'm not starting with off-page optimization. Then this is something that I think we can start from tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow we will cover this topic of off-page optimization. Today we have covered all the topics of on-page optimization. So let's do a quick recap of what all topics we have covered till now. Okay, so the first thing that we have learned in on-page optimization is about your page titles. Your page titles should be according to the trending keywords. They should be keyword rich. Next is meta description should be precise, small, loading with the keywords, and also important information that you want to give to your clients. For example, lots of offers, free EMI, COD available, right? Multiple stores across the city, right? This kind of information is something that you want to add in meta description. So you should add that. After meta description, we have covered URL structure. In URL structure, we have seen that the URL structure should be to the point. You should not add undesirable numbers or characters. It should be small, concise, to the point, and loaded with keywords. Okay, next, body tags. We have learned that you have to use as much body tags as possible so that the approachability of your web page towards Google crawlers can be improved. Okay, then we have studied keyword density. We have studied that don't overload or underload your page with keywords, but the right density is to use 2 to 5% of a keyword in a particular web page. Next is image SEO. We have seen that using images is good for your website, but it is always advisable to add alt text in your images. Next is internal linking. We have seen that internal linking is important because through internal linking, you make the user experience more friendly, more smooth, and also you are, by linking your website pages internally, you are giving the scope of crawlers to come and move to all the pages, because crawlers move from one page to another through hyperlinks. Okay, so that's why internal linking is also a very important part of SEO, on page SEO, right? So that's it from my side. If you have any question or point of discussion, you can ask me right now. Okay, thank you so much for joining. I'm ending the class now.